Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvonne. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So this video has been quite a long time coming. I promised kind of around December, January that I would do a 2018 favourites, and you know yourself, time runs away with you. I've had lots of other things going on, so I haven't been able to do this one specifically until now. So I just thought I would sit down and film it while I have the chance. I have a huge amount of products sitting in front of me. I will try my best to get through them all. I have a list here, my book in front of me, so I don't miss anything. In order to avoid the video being super long, I'm not going to delve into too much detail. They are likely products you have already heard me speak about, whether here on YouTube or on Instagram. And anything else I feel I want to go into more detail, I will basically do it in a separate video. So that's it. If you have any questions or any requests or anything, as always, leave them down below, or you can leave them on my Instagram, which I will leave the handle up here. And okay, let's get into it. So I have my list here. I'm going to start off with the base products. So we've already started off this year with a lot of base products coming out. I just wanted to talk about the favourite ones I have from last year that I'm carrying into this year and that I'm using. So the first one I wrote down was the Note Cosmetics Luminous Moisturising Foundation. This is about €10. You can get it in any pharmacy that carries this brand. This is a Turkish brand. I have a few products from them. They're really good. This is a beautiful foundation. Spreads like a dream. You don't need very much. Gives good coverage. Buildable. I used to wear this during the day going to work because I just found it made your skin look really fresh. And for that price point, you can't go wrong. I believe they've also extended their shade range this year, which is great to hear. I was in the shade 02 Natural Beige. Definitely would recommend that one. Next is the Dior Forever Undercover Foundation. I got this in the shade 020. I was using this consistently for a few months. I loved it that much. Not as full coverage as I have come to enjoy. Still gives really good coverage, nice in the skin. The only thing is with the likes of these high-end foundations is for some reason Dior lace their foundations with fragrance. They're well known for doing it, and a lot of people's skin, saying to myself, don't really react well to it. Yeah, but it is a really nice foundation. I definitely would recommend it. If you're a bit kind of nervous about the fact that it has fragrance, maybe just go into a Dior counter and try it on. I often get samples before splurging on foundations because they are pricey, about €40–50. So that's that one. I wore that a lot last summer. And the next one is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Foundation. This is a favourite of many people. This is an absolutely beautiful foundation. You can see I've actually went through it quite a lot, which for me, I use so many products and try so many products. I really have to love them to go through them that much. So I got this in the shade Shell 1C1. This is a stunning foundation. It photographs beautifully. It's the one I always tend to wear if I know I'm going to be, that sounds really like pretentious, I'm going to be photographed. If you're going to like an event or like, you know, a wedding or a party or something and you know you'll be taking pictures with your friends or whatever, this one photographs beautifully. Doesn't look heavy, doesn't look cakey, but gives really good coverage, and it builds perfectly, so you don't get any pilling or it doesn't kind of come off the skin once you start to build it, which some foundations can do. This is one of my top ones, and like, I think it's probably going to continue being one of my top ones for a very long time. I love it that much. So next is the IT Cosmetics, which are now in Arnott's, which is great. The IT Cosmetics CC Cream, it's Your Skin But Better CC Cream, colour correcting, illuminating, full coverage cream, and anti-aging hydrating serum, SPF 50+ UVA UVB physical sunscreen. So that's quite a long name. I'd heard about this for years, and when it came to Arnott's last year, I said I would try it. This is actually the illuminating one. So you can get ones that are the kind of original one, which is I think in a silver packaging, and then there is one that is oil free, so that's quite good for skin people who consider themselves quite oily. It keeps you matte. I think that has a green front in it. This is beautiful. I got the illuminating one because I think it was kind of the end of summer and I was just looking for that kind of fresh, dewy look. It's absolutely beautiful. I used this in my very first YouTube video, just a couple of months back. Really good coverage, blends like a dream, very easy just to throw on, you don't have to think about it too much. And it makes your skin look really, really, really dewy, which is beautiful. I got this in the shade Fairlight. I believe I think they have also expanded their shade range. So again, I was matched by someone in the store, a very nice guy matched me. So definitely recommend that one. The next one, another one that a lot of people speak very highly of, it's the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I got this in the shade Salzburg. Really beautiful foundation, makes your skin look flawless, photographs beautifully, not too heavy but can be built up to full coverage if needed. I don't think I would call this dewy, so if I compare it to the likes of the CYO, which I'm going to speak about in a minute, the CYO Life Proof Foundation, it's not dewy, but I kind of knew that. I knew that when I bought it, that it wouldn't really fully wouldn't give that really glowy effect, but it doesn't completely mattify, so it's really flattering on the skin. I completely understand why it's a favourite of many people. I use this an awful lot whether I'm going out or somewhere. I use this one just when I want my skin to look basically perfect, and it builds up beautifully as well. So that's that. The next one then is the CYO Life Proof Foundation. I reviewed this a couple of months back. This is such a good foundation. It's like €10. I picked mine up in Boots. This is in the shade 101. The only thing is I think their shade range needs to be worked on a little bit, but hopefully they'll do that in coming months or years. Months, hopefully. This one genuinely makes your skin, it genuinely looks like your skin when you have it on. Really good coverage. And it's only like €10. So yeah, really impressed with that. Next, I wanted to talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I waited a long time before buying this because I was just like, oh, I have other, brightening products from Charlotte Tilbury. How could this be any different? But I was wrong. This stuff is absolutely stunning. If your skin is tired, if it needs a boost of glow, a boost of radiance, this is what you want. I don't know, that's kind of picky. It's picking it up there. It's beautiful. So I love to use it under foundation. You can use it all over your face. You can kind of use it in the high points, and then over foundation you can layer highlight on top of it, and it is absolutely stunning. It is such, you wouldn't think it, but it's such a unique product. Trust Charlotte Tilbury to bring out the kind of best glow-inducing product ever. Okay, next I'm going to talk about concealers. So I have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This is my second bottle. This is the larger size that came out with the super size concealer. This is in the shade C3. This gives incredible coverage. I believe it's a dupe for Shape Tape, which is supposed to be very good. Not too drying. You don't need to use too much powder to set it at the same time. I don't ever have really noticeable creasing whenever I use it. This is one of those that I know works. If I don't want to risk trying a new product and it doesn't look nice, I just throw this on and I know it's going to look really nice. So definitely recommend that. And it's about, is it €6, €5 or €6, something like that. You can get it in Superdrug and in store and online. I can get it at Makeup Revolution online. Next is the MAC Studio Fix 24 Hour Smooth Wear Concealer. I have worn this, it's starting to kind of run out, you can see it there. I have worn this a lot in the past few months. I'm not sure if I'd call this completely full coverage. It gives you the coverage you probably want, except if you're looking for something really brightening, heavy under the eye. I don't know if this would work. The shade I got, I probably could have went a shade or two up just because I realised recently I like my eyes to look really bright underneath. Really beautiful concealer. Again, I know it works. You just whack it on, set it with a bit of powder. It's really, really lovely. Would I repurchase it? I'm not too sure. I might do a separate video maybe on that, kind of on products, would I repurchase or not. Yeah, really, really like this one. Next, I have the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. This is a fantastic powder. I use it every single time I do my makeup. And I mean, you can see I still have like half of a tub in it. I think it's about €40 in Brian Thomas, but it's absolutely worth it. It is not heavy. It's undetectable on the skin, which is really important quality for a product to have for me. And lasts a very, very long time. So next I'm going to talk about as well, I wanted to give a mention to the Laneige BB Cushion. This is, I think, the brightening or illuminating one. You can get a few different types. I got this in the airport in, I think it was Melbourne, I think, when I was going to New Zealand, and I'd heard about Laneige. They are a Korean brand and you can't get them in Ireland. I don't think they even ship to Ireland. I was so excited and I tried this and it did not let me down. The shade, probably could have gotten a better shade. They didn't have a massive shade range. It's really, really beautiful. It's light. It looks like your skin, makes your skin look really fresh. Yeah, it's just something, if I just want a little bit of a pick-me-up, I throw this on and I know it's going to work. You also get a second, so there's, how it works is this is the compact, and then this is where you have the product, your cushion, but there's actually a second one in the package, so you actually get two for the price of one, which is really, really good, I think. I also picked up the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is another cult favourite. I picked this up in the airport as well, the same time I got the cushion. This smells like, oh, it's like berries or something. It smells so, so good. I use it every single night and I barely put a dent in it. It's going to last a long time. I never wake up with that dry lip feeling when I use this the night before. It makes your lips look and feel really plump and hydrated, and it's just one of those products that's just really nice to put on because it smells so nice and feels great. So next, I wanted to talk about the Makeup Geek. I have written down the Makeup Geek eyeshadows and blushes. I have about 40-50 Makeup Geek eyeshadows. It would take me a very long time to go through all of them now. I'd rather, I've said before, I'd like to do a dedicated video on that. Especially since now she is apparently, Marlene Estelle, the owner, the CEO of Makeup Geek, is completely reformulating the brand, which is really exciting, but I do want to kind of show you the collection I have and my favourite eyeshadows, but I'll do that in another video. They're fantastic quality and they're only about €5 each. But I wanted to give a quick shout out to I have two of the blushes from Makeup Geek. One of them is said to be this one here. It's kind of sparkly, it's got gold kind of flecks through it, it's beautiful. It is said to be a dupe for the NARS Orgasm and obviously a fraction of the price. You can see how reflective it is there. It is absolutely beautiful. That one is called Romance. The other one is called Bliss, which is beautiful, kind of matte kind of peachy pink. Okay, next I wanted to mention for brow products, I wanted to mention the MAC Shape and Shade Brow Tint. So this is great. I also picked this up in the airport when I was going to New Zealand. This on one end has a kind of fine tip like this, and then this end here has a sort of powder, and you put that through it and it makes your brows look really, really nice. Not overly defined, you can still make them very soft with this product, but it actually was way better than I thought it would be. And this is in the shade Taupe. I tend to go for those kind of shades because I like my brows to be quite cool toned. So next I have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. This is in the shade Luminous Light. This is absolutely stunning. I need to go back to using it. It isn't, I don't think I'd call this a highlighter. You can just throw this all over your face. It'll just make your face look more radiant. Not like a really strong highlight, but you'll see it kind of reflect the light if you're standing under light, and it's really, really, really beautiful. It's a really luxurious brand. It's the only, not the only brand actually. I have the brow pencils from here as well. It's a beautiful powder. I don't really have anything else like it. and it's extremely soft. Really, really recommend that. Next we have the MAC Give Me Sun Bronzer. So as you know, a lot of these aren't kind of new products. The MAC Give Me Sun has been around for a little while. But this is one I used consistently last year. It looks a bit dark in the pan, but it works for me. I don't like really orange, really dark bronzer. It doesn't suit my skin tone. This is really, really nice. It's lasting a long time, easy to blend, don't need too much. Brilliant product. I also wanted to give a mention to the CYO, the Coconut Bronzing Powder in When the Sun Don't Shine. I love this because it's quite cool toned and it smells like coconuts. It's so yummy. I've been using this a lot the last while. Really, really enjoying that. Also, for blush, the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. This is a favourite of many, many people, and I can understand why. It's quite nice packaging. You get a mirror here, and then when you lift up, there's actually a brush there, and there's a mirror in there. Really beautiful, peachy kind of pink, kind of on the same terms as NARS's Orgasm blush. Really, really stunning. Luminous, as the name suggests. Really, really beautiful product and not too expensive at all. For primer, I wanted to mention the NYX Angel Veil. This is a really, really nice formula if you're looking for something that's quite pore filling and will make your skin look super, super smooth. This is a great product. Isn't a strong scent off it. You can kind of see I've just rubbed it in there. It comes out like a white kind of cream, really like light kind of moussey cream. I love the texture of it. I tend to use this in kind of the middle of my face, so the T-zone around my nose. Then I would kind of use a more hydrating primer around the rest of my face. The Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. This is so good. I got this recommendation from Tati Westbrook, which is where I get a lot of my recommendations. She's a YouTuber that I love. This smells so good. It's got hyaluronic acid and black oat in it. It's like this kind of foamy kind of mist. It's so refreshing on your skin, and it really feels like it hydrates and takes away, kind of lifts away that powdery look of your makeup. Really highly recommend that. The Bobbi Brown Face Base. Here you go. Smells delicious. It's a kind of like yellowy cream. Smells quite botanical. Really hydrating. Really, really nice to put on before your makeup. So onto eyes for a bit. The Stila Magnificent Metals, surprise, surprise. The Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. I have a blue one as well from there now, but I only kind of got that recently. I want to test it out a bit more. This one I have tried and tested. I wore it on New Year's Eve, my New Year's Eve makeup look. You see it there. It is absolutely stunning. It's so reflective, really opaque. So it's not a topper. When I say opaque, like the colour, it has its own colour. You don't need to sort of layer on it. You can if you want, but you don't need to. It just stands out on its own. It is such a good product. They're a bit pricey, they're about €30, but I'm hoping it will last a long time. It's just stunning. Change the game. So I wanted to mention the NYX Worth the Hype mascara. I think I bought 2 or 3 of these last year. This one's quite dried. This one's quite dried out now. You can see there. I love that. Those kind of soft kind of bristles. It makes your lashes look really, really fluttery, not stuck together, really separated. I really like this. I bought this maybe €12. I've bought this 2 or 3 times, I think. Really, really recommend. Then we have the L'Oreal Unlimited mascara, the one with the bendy lid. I thought this was going to be a bit of a gimmick when I got it, but it is not. The formula, the brush, it is fantastic. It makes your lashes so long. Really recommend that. Another L'Oreal mascara. I think it's come out the year, was the year before last year. L'Oreal Paradise is a favourite amongst many people. This is said to be a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Really thick brush on there. It can be a little bit messy because the brush is quite big, but the formula is stunning. You can do a couple of layers and make your lashes look really, really big and really voluptuous. So next, I'm going to talk about, oh yeah, I wanted to mention this. So I got a sample of Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara, and I loved it so much that I went and got the full-sized one. It makes your lashes look so long, so fluffy. Makes it look like you've got loads of lashes. It's, yeah, really beautiful. Little bit pricey for a mascara, but I think this one was worth it, because I actually use most of my mascaras are all drugstore affordable, so that's the only kind of expensive mascara I have, and it's really, really good. So I also wanted to talk about the NYX, where is it? The Epic Ink Liner. This is recommended by my friend Shauna, who works for NYX. It is fantastic. I use this today. I'm not great at wings. I'm trying to get better. I think just practice over time hopefully will improve my technique. Really nice thin nib on it there. It doesn't sort of lift off if you have to go, you know, sometimes with eyeliners I find that if you do the one layer and then you have to go into the second one, sometimes the second layer will actually lift off the first one. That doesn't do that. It's completely black. Very easy to work with. Highly recommend. The Wet n Wild single eyeshadows are fantastic. I have 5 or 6 of them now. This colour here, this is in the shade Nutty or Noisette. This is so beautiful. Can you see it there? It's like a cool toned brown. Mauve, see there? It is absolutely stunning. And these are, I think they're like, are they even €2 each? They're so good. This one, Brulee, as well. This is a sort of bone colour. Really, really nice. Up at the bottom there. Really, really nice for putting all over the lid before going in with the crease. Just to set the lid. And then this one is lovely. This one is called Envy. It's a sort of green shade. I'll throw that. Oh, running out of space here. Like, look at that pigment. And it's so soft. Beautiful. Really highly recommend. You can get Wet n Wild in many pharmacies. I got mine in Dunnes stores. So I have to mention this because this is something I bought when it came out and I have used it a lot since. It is such a good palette. It's the Sosu by S. Shea by Kaylee, the Urban Bible eyeshadow palette. This is so good. I don't even know what to say about it. It's just so good. The colours in it are really beautiful. You need so little, I mean so little, to get incredible payoff from it. They're so pigmented. Like this. Look at that. That's that one here in 1996. There are some other beautiful ones in here. 1996 with Annie of the Browns is really lovely. The reds, the purples. This is one of those palettes that when I open it, I feel really, really inspired to be creative. And I think it takes a very special palette to do that. And I've seen so many other people love it. I tried not to watch too many reviews before buying it because I wanted to kind of form my own opinion on it. But I absolutely love it. I've used it lots since. It has really taken over from a lot of even more my more expensive palettes. It's something I've reached for again and again. This colour here, I want to show you this colour called Chaos. It's so special. It has like a purpley green shift when you move it in the light. This one here. Look at that. See that? It's amazing. Just popped on over any kind of eye look, put in the centre of the lid, and it just really makes your eyes pop. It's incredible. Big shout out to that. To those two. I also got the brush set that they came out with for this collection. Also fantastic. I've spoken about them before. I use them all the time now. So next, I wanted to talk about the NARS Atomic Blonde palette. Looks like this. you kind of open it, you kind of go, oh, you know, it's nice, it's not anything groundbreaking, but these shadows are special. They're absolutely stunning. This colour here, it's kind of a cool tone bronzer, amazing. This is a highlighter, stunning. These shadows here, so you've some matte, oh, sorry, no, they're actually not, none of them are matte, but I kind of use this one in the crease, got kind of gold flecks throughout it, and I love that it's not like the gold in it isn't an overspray, it's actually throughout the shadow, because sometimes you could find you buy a palette, and once you have that top layer gone, for example here, the gold would be gone, but it's not, it's actually part of the shadow. These are absolutely stunning, this bronzy one, and then you have a champagne-y one, they're amazing, so you can create quite a few looks with this. And this one as well, even use that in the crease. It is a beautiful, beautiful palette. I don't have many sort of neutral palettes that I still reach for, but this one is really, 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 really good. And then I wanted to mention the MAC. I don't use pigments very often. I don't know, I have so much other stuff for that. I don't know, I kind of more use them on special occasions. This is in the shade Tan. It's a really bronzy shade. This is so stunning. I think works well with my blue eyes, but would probably work with any eye colour. And I've used this going to weddings and stuff. Just, it's easy, you know, you throw it on, you can wet it. It's one of those shades, you know, it's kind of multi-dimensional, it's kind of more than one shade. I feel like it looks kind of bronzy and brown, but then when you put it on, it might translate to more of a kind of champagne-y, kind of taupey kind of colour. It's absolutely beautiful. And then I have to mention the Makeup Revolution by Soph palette. I know I did a video recently on her Extra Spice palette. This is her original. So good. For that price, this is about €10. For that price, I am so impressed by these. They're absolutely beautiful. I love this one. I feel like that shade is really, really unique. It's like this coral kind of shade. There's a purple there. They're so good for the price. They blend like a dream. I haven't used every shade just yet. I've used most of them. Really, really impressed. I actually travelled with this one, which is a very good indication, I think, if you have a really big collection of makeup, like, admittedly, like I do, and many of us do, you can tell which products you really, really love because you're willing to travel with them and to have only them on hand. So, for more base products, the Fenty Match Stick. I've mentioned this a lot. This is a beautiful matte kind of contour shade. This is in the shade Amber. Don't know if that's focusing. Get that out. Really, really beautiful, really creamy, easy to blend, doesn't look muddy. Brilliant product. The Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. I've talked about this before, it is an incredible product. This is what I mean about Charlotte Tilbury and her glow products. I think they're unrivaled. I don't know if you can see that there. Absolutely stunning. I've had this for ages. You need so little. So good. I wanted to give a quick shout out to her Hollywood Contour Wand. It's in the shade Fair Medium. Really nice. Cool toned contour, not too dark, doesn't look muddy, need very little, blends really easily. This is kind of I was really, really afraid of liquid and cream contour, and this is the product that made me change my mind and not be as scared. It's really, really good, lasts a long time. Love it. The Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. I mean, when I first got this, I had this like weird problem with it where I didn't think it was as great as everyone was talking about. And then I kind of used it a bit more, and I kind of learned that when you, for example, when you spritz, you can see it there, look at that. If you spritz your face with a setting powder before using it, it brings the pigment up really strong. It is really stunning. I didn't get it for a long time because I thought it was too gold, it would translate too dark on my skin, but it doesn't. It's wearable for any skin type somehow. I don't know how. It's really beautiful. Yeah, highly recommend. This is like a blinding, can be built up to a blinding highlight. Beautiful in the inner corner. on the shoulders, collarbones, under the eyebrow. Stunning. The Wet n Wild then, because I wanted to include, you know, kind of affordable as well as high-end. Wet n Wild Precious Petals, Mega Glow highlighting powder. This is amazing. It's a beautiful sort of pinky colour, but has gold reflex running through it. Again, bought this in Dunnes. It's actually not showing up too much just because, you can see it there, just because it's similar to my skin tone, so it works really beautifully, melts into your skin. It's not blinding at first, but it can be built up to be blinding. Some people don't like that blinding highlight, so this could be one for you. Only a couple of euro. Got it in Dunnes. Absolutely brilliant. And then next is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Highlighter Duo. This is the shade Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. Absolutely stunning. Get a nice mirror in there. I also like the fact that one is sort of lighter and then one is more glittery. So use them both together for really like the ultimate highlight experience, for lack of a better term. The Marc Jacobs Highliner. Again, I kind of got this as a sample. Like I bought I think 2 Marc Jacobs products in Harvey Nichols in Dundrum, and they gave me a sample of like the mascara, they gave me a small lipstick, and then they gave me this. This is really, 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 really good. Way better than I thought it would be. It's so smooth, glides on like butter, really pigmented, really good colour payoff. Really, really like it. And then as well, this is the one that I bought. This is in the shade Lunatic. This formula, they're very gel-like, so like a little bit goes a long way. Like that colour is so beautiful. I need to use it more. It's so amazing. Really nice kind of light purple glittery colour. They also have glitter eyeliners. This is I think one of the shimmer ones. They actually have glitter eyeliners as well, and they're supposed to be incredible. And then the NYX gel eyeliners I wanted to give a shout out to, because I know I did use these a lot last year. These are called the Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and Definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Shine Gel Eyeliner. Yeah, these are really, really good. This one is called Brown Perfection. I have this really nice, I thought it's very unique kind of olive shade. A really nice olive shade called Golden Olive. It's just there, really, really beautiful. And then I have this blue shade called, I think it's called Azure. Just nice there. Really nice for brightening up the waterline. And then I'll just show you the brown one there. Brown eyeliner is really nice. It can be much softer than black. Black is really kind of, you're making a statement. But brown, just smoked out even, can be really, really flattering. And that one's really, really good for that. And once they set, they don't smudge. They're really, really good. The NARS Climax Mascara. This is really nice. It won't make your lashes like enormous, but you can build it up. Brush is really nice. Found it was really quick and easy to use. Really, really like it. And then lastly, I want to talk about lip products. So I have to mention, because I don't know how many times I've bought this, the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize Lip Liner in Pillow Talk. This is a brand new one that I haven't opened yet. I am getting through this one. I think this is like my 3rd time maybe to buy it. It is stunning, doesn't drag on the lips, creamy, lasts such a long time. I've often worn it and then I've found that, you know, it's lasted way longer than whatever lip product I'm wearing. It lasts really long but doesn't dry your lips out. The colour is perfect. It's very similar to the kind of colour of my natural lips. Really, really like them. The MAC, I have a couple of MAC liners. I got this one recently. This is Strip Down. This is kind of like a brownie one. It goes really great with nudes. I have the shade Burgundy as well, and I have the shade Oh Honey, which is a really sort of pale, nudie kind of peach shade. It works great as well with light kind of nudes. I've actually realised looking through my collection, I'm wearing liquid lipsticks an awful lot more than I am wearing bullet lipsticks for whatever reason. That's just my preference nowadays. I know I mentioned this the other day. These are beautiful. I love creamy lipsticks. So this is the Makeup Revolution by Soph, the Soph collection. This is the shade Cake. It is so nice. I have another shade of these as well. See, there's kind of mauvey, kind of pink. Gorgeous, moisturizing. So nice. The Dose of Colors lip gloss in the shade Jazzy. I wore this a lot last year, just in this, you know, over any sort of lip. It just transforms it. You can see here it's like, oh, it's like peachy pink gold glittery goodness in the center of your lips. Patted out finger. Amazing. And then last but certainly not least, the Maybelline Superstay matte inks are incredible. I can't emphasize that enough. The first shade I got was Ruler. Really beautiful, sort of berry pink, kind of, it's kind of hard to explain the shade. Really beautiful. I put this on the first time and I could not believe I had like 2 meals and it still hadn't come off. But it didn't feel like it was making my lips like peel because it was so drying. I was like shocked. So I basically went out and bought 2 more and they're the same. They are so long lasting. They look so beautiful. They don't, if you retouch up, they're not going to look crumbly. I don't know how they've done it with the formula. They've done something really, really special with this formula. I have way more expensive liquid lipsticks than these that don't last half as long and don't look as good for as long a period of time, if you get me. They are so good. I was gonna say I would pick up more. I don't know if I can justify buying more because I have so many lip products, but when they're that good and they're such a good price point, definitely run out and get a load of them. I have the other shade I have is Dreamer, which is a nice kind of light nudie pink shade, and then I have the shade Poet, which is like a sort of peachy kind of nude. Really beautiful everyday colour. Okay, I think that's it. I have done an awful lot of talking. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it. I'm excited to see what this year brings. I think this the start of the year has already brought out some really, really good releases. I will probably do another favourites video, maybe of, you know, February favourites or March favourites, if that's something you'd be interested in, rather than doing this really, really long video at the end of the year. But it is always, I feel, interesting to kind of look back at the end of the year and look at the products that really you just loved and picked up again and again. I always find other people's favourites videos really, really interesting. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I've been talking for long enough. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it and found it helpful. I can leave a product list. It would be a very extensive product list, but I can leave that in the description box if that is something you would like. Let me know. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please consider subscribing. It really, really helps me out and lets me know that people are enjoying what I'm doing and would like to see more. You can also follow me on my Instagram. That's where I post most of my makeup looks, and I kind of do updates on products I maybe have tried out in a video here. I would kind of do the updates on there. And that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.